진짜 기대 많이 하고 여러분들 반응 어떨지 생각하면서 준비했는데 너무 오랜만이라서 좀 부담이 많이 되고 동시에 부담도 많이 되고 걱정을 많이 했던 것 같습니다. 여러분들 괜찮으셨나요?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel. ARMY was completely speechless when the notification appeared. It wasn't a concert, it wasn't a live broadcast, and it wasn't an official announcement. Just one simple action from Jungkook. A like. But strangely, that one click made millions of hearts flutter because the fan art he liked wasn't of himself, but of himself with Jimin. And since then, one question has haunted fandoms worldwide. Was this just a coincidence, or a confession he's been keeping quiet about? When the notification popped up, no one was truly prepared for what happened next. It was a small action, just one simple click, but its impact felt like a massive wave sweeping across the fandom. ARMY's worldwide froze for a moment, then exploded in a flurry of emotions. Shock, happiness, confusion, and, of course, hope, because this time it wasn't just another update. This time it was something far more personal. It all started when Jungkook, BTS's golden magne, was seen liking a fan art depicting himself and Jimin in a very intimate and emotional scene. The fan art wasn't just any picture. It was a representation of a relationship that had been the focus of millions of fans for years. A relationship known as Jikook. Within minutes, screenshots of the fan art began spreading across various social media platforms. Twitter, TikTok, Weverse, and even K-pop community forums were immediately filled with one big question. Was this just a coincidence? Or a silent confession? Many ARMYs expressed disbelief at what they saw. Some even thought it was a Photoshop or a hoax. However, after verification by numerous other users, the reality was undeniable. Jungkook had actually hit the like button on the fan art. And for some fans, it felt like the signal they'd been waiting for. For years, the relationship between Jimin and Jungkook has been a hot topic among fans. From small moments backstage, to meaningful glances at concerts, to sweet interactions on variety shows, everything has been analyzed in detail by the fan community. Many believe there's something deeper than friendship between them. And now, that one simple act seems to have reignited all those theories. Some fans immediately expressed their emotions. They said this was a moment that made their hearts flutter. Not because of the drama or the sensation, but because of the warmth they felt when they saw Jungkook not shy away from representing their relationship. Some also said that this action demonstrated courage. In the entertainment world, especially in the K-pop industry, every artist's interaction with fan content is scrutinized with meticulous attention. A single like can carry significant meaning, especially when it comes to sensitive or speculative topics. What makes this situation even more interesting is the fact that Jungkook is known for being quite cautious when using social media. He doesn't react to posts carelessly. Therefore, when he did something as seemingly simple as this, many fans felt it wasn't a thoughtless act. But of course, not everyone immediately took this as a confession. Some fans tried to see it from a more rational perspective. They said that Jungkook might simply be appreciating the artwork as a token of appreciation for the fans' creativity. And that makes sense. Fan art is an important part of fandom culture. Many artists are touched by the creativity and love their fans put into their work. A like could simply be an expression of support for the art, not a personal statement. But on the other hand, it's hard to ignore the emotional context attached to the fan art. Because the image isn't just of two people standing together. It depicts a closeness, warmth, and profound connection, things often associated with Jimin and Jungkook's relationship. The reaction on social media became increasingly heated. Numerous reaction videos from fans showed their expressions upon learning this news. Some cried with emotion, others laughed hysterically, and still others remained silent, trying to understand their own feelings. Some ARMY even said they felt like they were witnessing a historic moment in the fandom's history. Not because there was an official announcement, but because the small act felt so symbolic. Within the fanbase community, discussions about the meaning of the like raged endlessly. Some discussed it from a psychological perspective, Others analyzed Jungkook's interaction patterns on social media, and still others linked it to previous moments between Jimin and Jungkook. For example, many recalled moments when Jungkook seemed very protective of Jimin, or when they shared a laugh on stage, as if the world around them, their circle is gone. Moments like these are now resurfacing in fans' memories, making them even more convinced that their relationship has a special depth.
K-pop start dancing. 저는 뭐 친구들이 음악 할 때 저는 사실 춤을 췄기 때문에.
네, 형 태어났을 때부터
이러면서
실장으로
무노크 하면서 나왔다는 소문이 있던데.
그러니까 인터뷰가 계속 의미가 없어.
내가 답을 하는 게 아니라 친구들이 답을 해주는.
형은 그게 정확할 수도 있어요.
태어났을 때 어떤 장르 했어? 팝핑, 힙합? 뭐 어떤 거?
완전히 그 부갈로 출신 아니었어?
미끄덩하네 아주 그냥.
아 부갈로 쌤.
But what's most touching about all these reactions is the sense of togetherness that emerged among fans. They shared their feelings, supported each other, and reminded each other that, ultimately, what matters most is Jimin and Jungkook's happiness. Some fans wrote deeply emotional messages, saying they didn't care about labels or definitions of relationships. They just wanted to see the two idols happy and comfortable being themselves. And perhaps that's the crux of it all. A like may seem simple on the surface, but for the millions of people who have followed Jimin and Jungkook's journey over the years, it can feel like a small, meaningful message. A message not expressed in words, but felt in the heart. Was this truly a silent confession? No one can say for sure, but one thing is clear. This moment has touched the hearts of many. It reminded them of the power of connection, the beauty of friendship, and the hope that love in any form is always worth celebrating. And as the night ended, one question still resonated with fans around the world. If this wasn't a confession, then why did it feel so meaningful? And in the end, we may never get a truly clear answer. There was no press conference, no official statement, and perhaps there will never be a verbal confession. But sometimes the most meaningful things are conveyed in the simplest ways. A look, a smile, or even just a like. For many armies, that small moment was enough to warm their hearts. Because what matters most isn't the label or definition of their relationship, but the joy that radiates from the closeness between Jungkook and Jimin. And if one day they choose to speak, we will listen. If they choose to remain silent, we will still support them. Because ultimately, love in any form is always worthy of respect. If you feel the same way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this is just a coincidence? Or a message they've been keeping quiet?